Hey riders, Friday noon, Alberta, Canada, Mountain Standard Time here. Let's get ready to race, folks. It's the final battle, the final countdown. Here we go. OTR Virtual Events, Veteran Series, Series 5, Round 8. Let's check this out, riders. Let's check this out. Great battles here over on OTR Virtual Events. Looks like we got a bunch of riders in here. Love this, folks. Hey, folks, just so you know, I do have an intro video that I show in a lot of my other streams and that. It's a fun video. I don't know how I can even show it to you guys. Joey Jojo made it for me. She does a lot of the background stuff, like all of the background stuff. And we've got 28 in the shoot right now. Do we have some new names today? There's Torsten, overall series leader. Let's have a quick peek here, folks. It's Torsten's first overall in the series. Then we got Chima and Carlos Morato. And then we got Gregor's Gashik in fourth, aka Greg. If you know him, you get to call him Greg, folks. Had some fun chats with Greg through Messenger. Like I said, folks, Chima's in the mix here. Here's Torsten, here's Carlos. So that's our 1, 2, 3. Let's have a quick peek here. It looks like Torsten now has a 220-point lead over Chima. So I think it's, I was going to say I thought it was only 200 points for first place, but anything could happen here, folks, because it looks like it's 300 points for first place. And, you know, Chima does need to make up 220 points. Hang on here. Hang on here. What are you watching? Inside Cycling World. What do you need to do? Go down below. Please subscribe. Please like every video. Consider becoming a member if you'd like. If you think this is great stuff. You know, folks, I put a lot of time into this. What video right now? 220 videos? 230? I don't even know. I don't look that often. I put tons of time into this. Looking for any support I can get. Exposure. So if you can share the channel with others, if you feel like contributing, there's ways to do that down below. It goes a long way, folks. Quick story here, 2.5 minutes to go. Just yesterday morning, I had an email from the government of Nunavut. Now, Nunavut is a territory in northern Canada. Used to be all of the Northwest Territories. They then split it into the Northwest Territories and Nunavut itself. Nunavut is you know, it's kind of like giving back to First Nations people, self-governing, all that kind of good stuff, right? Well, apparently, way back when, I applied for a geologist job there. And apparently, maybe I was the only one. Maybe. They liked what they saw. Wow. Wow, folks. Someone sees some value in me. I love it. They've requested an interview with me next Friday, I think it is, December 6th. I don't want to go to Cambridge Bay. What I need you to do after this video is just humor me here, really humor me. Go online, type in Cambridge Bay, Canada, and you tell me what you'd like to do. I need to pay my bills, folks. I don't want to go to Cambridge Bay. Anyways, folks, enough of that stuff. We're over that now. Minute and 10 seconds to go, folks. Minute and 10 seconds to go. So, first place, Torsten, 2,060 points. Chima at 1,840 in second. Carlos Morato, third place at 1,680. And Big Greg himself is at 1,580. Andrew Pennington at 1,415. Gordon Jackson's not that far. I think there could be some flip-flops in this final week if anything happens to anyone. So, trying to slide over a little bit here, folks. What will I be covering up today on my screen? I still haven't found the perfect place. Yeah, I think I'll keep the camera way up there in that corner. Just makes more sense. And then someone can remind me later through the chat or whatever. James is here. Remco is here. New record turnout. Whoop, whoop. Here we go, folks. 20 seconds to go. Oh my, yeah, I'm just seeing it now, James. Wow, 44 people. Community, folks. Build it. Don't go making your own races where 3 people are going to show up. Pile into OTR. Pile into Johan's event, the Columbia race series. There's a really good NSA race series. Join those one first. We're off, folks. Let's just get the schmozzle over with here first. I always call it that. Let's go. Let's go, folks. Such awesome racing here. There's people right off the front, folks. This is unbelievable. There's 2 riders 20 meters down the road already. Who is this? This is insanity here. Joel Noguera in the mix. Here's James. I'm bouncing to the front. It's Johan and Rocket Roy again. Johan pushing hard here. Rocket Roy legit time trialist, folks. Legit. So I thought we were going back to Amazonia this morning. And I'm like, all I can think about is those horrifying bridges. Scary stuff. So it looks like we got 4 laps today, 26.6 kilometers. Here comes the reinforcements now. Johan's pushing out front. This might be a match burnt for Johan here. Definite hitters here, folks. I love meeting all these riders. Johan, and I'm not, okay, let me rephrase that. It's really cool to meet all these like category 3 riders. Johan, I believe Joel's there too. Torsten's there. So cool. I'm getting cool insights as to, you know, what the Sunday Race Club's all about. But you know, this racing is just as important to me. Just as important. This is the majority of the community here, folks. So let's support them. Let's keep going. Here's Remco. Remco is sitting nice here in 6th place. So I think the majority of the group right now is in this big schmozzle here. What I need to do, here's Greg. Looks like we got 21 in that front group. Chris Saka just off the back. Chris is in a world of hurt here, trying to bridge back on, folks. Trying to. Pushing so hard. 5 watts a kilo. It's so tough to get back on. Fingers crossed, Chris. Come on, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Michael's back here, too. Michael, flaming fast racing on Tuesdays. 3 appearances, 3 second place finishes. This guy's a hitter, folks. Absolute hitter. Can Chris get back on? It's a 1 second gap. He's going to be holding 5 watts a kilo all the way as those guys up ahead in that nice little lovely draft bubble are doing 2.5, 3. He's got some reinforcements from Michael coming up here right now. Michael's jumping again right over shoulder. Michael knows it's now or never, folks. This is when you got to dump everything and get in there. Looks like Chris is going to make it. I think he's on Michael's wheel now. Yeah, Michael's back safely. Chris, you can just see Chris here now. What we're going to do is we're going to flip the camera around quick. Come on, Chris. Get in there, dude. Get in there. Get in that draft. I'm cheering for this guy, man. Cheering for this guy. Let's have a quick look here. We got Martin Mikalski, Wouter Kleis, Juan Luca. We've seen him a lot. Rocket Roy here. Gregors, Marcus Lehman, Erhan. Yeah, we've seen Erhan on too. Look at this new guy here. Jacques Rusinek, probably from somewhere in Quebec. That's on the other side of Canada. Ruben is in the mix too. Right on, Ruben. Ruben's been away in the Grand Canaries, visiting with another cycling friend of ours, Climb Teed, recovering from illness. No joke, folks. I know Ruben very well. I'm not giving him a pass here. He went to the Grand Canaries on antibiotics, did a little bit of riding with another good friend, and when they were to part ways, they were having coffee. Ruben says, "I'm going with you." So they rode to the top of Teed together. We all know that's a pretty epic climb, right? Andrew Pennington. Andrew Pennington, 5th overall in the series. Yeah, Ruben, great spot to be here. James Ogilvy right up there as well, folks. Big draft bubble. So let's just have another look here. I want to make sure how many we got. Here's Chris. Yes, Chris. Chris, if I were you, dude, sit at the back, do nothing. Sit at the back, do nothing. You spent a lot of energy getting up there. Wouter here. Okay. Here's Johan. Johan just sitting at the back with Ian Sutterby. Oh, I'm sorry. Bounce back 16 seconds there. So we have 24 in our front group. 15 second back to Steen, Ian Sutterby are together, Lone Wolf. Joel Noguera's back there too. So we've got 2 distinct groups. Oh no, sorry. I'm sorry about that, folks. I keep getting bounced forward. 2 distinct groups here right now. And both groups are pretty good size. So 24 in that front group, bouncing back to Steen, Ian, Jens, Adrian Osborne, Andrew Street, Lone Wolf. A 3rd group further back, consisting of, looks like Tomas, Sean Lavelle. It's all going to work its way out here, folks. I'm going to bounce back a little bit here so we can see what's going on. Let's see the entire field. We've got 43 riders here. Cassandra, yes! The ladies are out. Let's do this. Graham Gilbert riding solo further ahead. Margaret, second time for Margaret here. Great job, Margaret. I'm trying to convince Penelope to come across. Penelope did the Hawaii Ironman Triathlon route this morning. Different platform. I think that was 185 kilometers, so she couldn't make it. Luis Ferreira riding with Stephen Elliott and Vicente Marquez. Is that correct? Vincent and Stephen here. Okay. Yeah, there is three of them. Dean Lewis is there, Stephen Blackwell, and here's Luis. Patrick K is there as well. Want to keep that open so I can look at my stuff. Got the look at this, 3 Polish riders together. Polish power here, folks. Tomas, Patrick, and Marcin. We've also got another Michael Zigancic. Further ahead he is with Marcin and Sean. Bouncing 27 seconds ahead, we got Lone Wolf chasing Andrew Street and Steen, Adrian Osborne, and Jens. So that's our second group, folks. Further jumping ahead, we got the big crew here. Johan playing coy at the back. Look at this. It's got the Pontani bandana on. It's good for 6 to 7 watts minimum. If you wear the pirate earring as well, add about 3 or 4 watts on top of that. Goatee, even better. And if you're all in, you will get cosmetic surgery done and have eyeliner permanently tattooed around your eyes like the real deal Marco Pontani did. Listening to the book right now. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Ruben's sitting strong here in 21st place. Paul Poodle, another name I know. We got Martin Mikalski here. Let's go through all these names. I want to make sure everyone gets in here. Chris did a great job getting back on, dude. Like, that was a move right there, brother. That was a move, brother. Erhan Sigriko. Let me say that again. Erhan Sigurcio. I'll try that again. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that. Andrew Pennington. Torsten. Joel Noguera. Got Rocket Roy here. Florian Henkelman. Carlos. James Ogilvy. Alistair right in there today. Awesome to see that. Chima. Let me get up there, folks. Chima and Tim Moore. You know what's really cool is I've actually chatted with a lot of these people in one way or the other, whether it be just through YouTube comments, Facebook, even messenger chats. So I love all that interaction, folks. I truly believe it's about community. It's about growing these events. So everyone just keep piling into these events. We got 43 today. Wait till we do the next series. Now you guys know where the hitters hang. Sorry, folks. My mic is way over on the side. I just realized that. Wow. Amateur hour here, folks. Hoping the volume was okay there. I got to jump into the chat now and see what that sounded like. Okay. Yeah. Don't know why. I had my mic sitting over there. It's pretty sensitive mic, so hopefully the audio is not too bad there, folks. Let's just say this. Well, I'll put a note in the video somewhere. We're 8 minutes in. First 8 minutes might be a little bit quieter, but now we're going to get the dulcet tones. Someone said that about my voice one day. I had no idea what he meant. Sorry, folks. I only speak English. Just kidding. Horses running on the side of the road here. Stay off the road, folks. Smashing along here. Elmar. Seen Elmar before, too. So this is what I'm saying. We got 43 now. It's so easy to get over that 50 mark. Numbers brings numbers. Bring your friends. You know you got that buddy who likes to brag about his sprint? Bring him on out, folks. Bring him on out. I'll be here to cover it. I'm so excited about doing this race coverage. I'm going all in over here. So OTR Virtual Events, smashing it on Fridays with the Veteran Series. Sunday/Monday, we've got the Get Started Racing Series, which is a really good series too. It's more for introductory, not putting out 6-7 watts a kilo type riding like the pros are doing here. Really good series, 2 time slots. I cover the Monday time slot. So just going to say, if you want to get in the video, that's the day. The other one's at a crazy time for me. I'm a kind of go to bed early, wake up early kind of person. So I missed that 2:30 in the morning start. And then on Tuesdays, we got Flaming Fast Racing. And guess what, folks? Every series is growing right now. All growing. People are coming across. People are really enjoying my whoosh. I love it. I love it, folks. Carlos at the front right now. Ooh, we got a little kick here going, folks. Carlos and Greg going off the front right now. Do we have a race move here, folks? Race move here. Are they going to let him go? Who's going to start chasing? Jacques chasing already. Marcus Lehman. They know they got to get them now, folks. They got to get them now. Marcus comes flying up. Joel Nogueira's there too. You can't let these guys get away. Rocket Roy Neal. Love seeing him here. Another person I've chatted with through Facebook Messenger. Learned all about him. His exploits in the past. Does a lot of time trials in the UK. Chima's here. Look at the stretch on the field. Marcus Lehman, he came over the top with so much speed. He finds himself out front now. Probably my guess is at 7.4 kilometers in, Marcus is going to have to let off here. He's going to have to. Greg's chasing still. Greg's back on his wheel now. Greg's sporting the platinum white hair, pink bike set here. Rear disc wheel too, folks. Joel Nogueira's there as well. We do have, I think we might have some people at the back. We do have a slight gap. I think it's all going to come back together. I'm not too worried about this yet. Like a 1 second gap. I think they're all going to come together and everyone's like, well, you know what? It's too far to go by ourselves yet. But let's see if we've lost anyone out the back. There was 24. Got to back up. Here's Michael. Michael worked really hard earlier. Paul Poodle. Andrew Pennington. I think they're all coming back, folks. Oh, we've lost Chris. Chris burnt a lot of matches. He didn't just burn matches. You know, he just basically incinerated himself earlier on, making that massive push to get back on. Chris, I feel you, man. Feel you, brother. Great ride. Recover. And we've lost Alistair at the back, too. Hanging with these hitters up front is tough. Look at this. Juanluca is trying to get back on. Gaspari here. He's going for it. He's trying to get into that draft. 5 watts a kilo. I'm waiting for the lights to turn green. There we go. There we go, dude. You are on. Rest, rest, rest. So we're going to see a lot of that. I think we're going to see a lot of accelerations. There's virtually no climbing on this one. Just little slight uphills. We don't have the dreaded bridges from Amazonia. And when I say dreaded, I mean awesome. If you're on this side of the camera watching these guys smash themselves to pieces. So there's going to be lots of high-speed accelerations trying to just wear this group out. So we're at 22. Ruben hanging at the back, taking it chill. Great stuff. Great stuff. Love seeing this. Torsten Holtz. Okay. So my guess is, I imagine after this, we're probably going to get like maybe another mini-series. For the veterans, OTR Veteran Series coming up. I mean, Christmas is right around the corner. We have one for the Get Started Racing Series, the 6-week series. So maybe we'll have something like that again. Don't forget, folks, too, January, just block it out for yourselves, folks. We've got the Tour de Monde coming, 12 stages. I guess 13 it would be if you do the time trial. You can race as a team, or you can race individually. I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to go through the whole document. We're going to preview the courses, preview the routes, kind of go through the rules and regulations. I know sometimes I read things and it's like, do not do this no matter what. I forget about it 3 seconds later. If I hear someone talking about it, though, maybe with the video, I thought it might be able to get it across to people better. So basically, first thing I saw, if you're riding as an individual, you don't need to do the time trial. Straight. So the 1st through the 6th, that's the time trial date. Real racing starts on the 7th. I got to be careful here. There might be 12 stages in total. Might include the time trial. So I'm not sure, but there's basically a really good split of sprint stages and climbing stages. Could be 6 and 6. If that time trial is included, it could be 6 and 5. Anyways, something like that. This is why I need to make a video. Got the Pontani guy on the back here. Fascinating. Yeah, so I'm listening to that book right now. You know, like, was it the night before winning, or the second last night before winning the Giro? He's in pink. He gets busted for, like, really high hematocrit. It's like, he's been winning the Giro the whole time. Why would he go and do something like that then? So I think what they're saying in the book right now is that there's a lot of sports betting going on, and he was just destroying the field. I guess this is one side of the story. I don't know for sure. But yeah, he crushed everyone. That guy was a climber like no other. And yeah, crushed them. He was so bad at time trials. So bad. Like, I think there was one time trial, because remember back then, they had long individual time trials. Like, I think there was one back in the Ulrich days when Pontani was hanging out with those guys. 55-kilometer individual time trial. Could you imagine? Pontani loses 10 minutes in one stage to Jan Ulrich. But he could take it all back in one good mountain stage. As long as he took his earring out and threw it into the woods. Last video, I talked about that. I guess one stage, he said he took everything off. Basically, he said he heard his grandfather talking to him. And that's why he took his earring out and threw it away. Yeah, it's really cool. Really good stuff. Sad thing is, I think this is where he starts to spiral. Because basically, yeah, man, they basically shamed him so hard. Shamed him so hard. Yeah, I think his hematocrit was like 52, whatever. Did they say percent? Is that right? Is it percent? With 50 being the cutoff. So, anyways. Yeah, good book. Listen to it. Actually, over on the Inside Cycling World Discord channel, I've actually got one of the subtext channels is all about. It's going to be books I'm going to put in there. Just suggestions and stuff. We've already got a YouTube goodies one. If you're looking for stuff to watch on YouTube, we got that going on there. Let's see if we got our 22 still, folks. I got a little sidetracked there. I can see Ruben sitting in 20th here. Trying to get backed up here. Yeah, we got 22 still at the front. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I think I moved back too far there. Here's Johan. 22 still at the front. 4 seconds back, though, is Alistair. Is he trying to get back on board? He's trying. Great job by Alistair here. Wow. What a brutal... Look at him. He's trying. No man's land, Alistair. That is tough. Like, those guys are riding at 2.5 to 3 watts a kilo in that group, and Alistair's going to have to do 6 to 7 to get back on. He's down to 3 seconds, though. Down to 3 seconds. Watching him here all the way. If I see... Yes, dude. Yes, emote. 2 seconds, brother. 2 seconds. Let's go. I just want to see Alistair get back on and realize what a champion he is for digging this deep. Last race, last round or race of this series. You got nothing left to lose now, Alistair. Let's go, brother. I'm trying to actually find his position in the standings here. I can see Lone Wolf here. I'll have to dig into this, folks. Oh, wow. He's getting so close. 1 second to go. Digging so deep. Heart rate like right around 177. I'm just waiting for that green to light up for him. Just get in there. Dude, Alistair, when you get in here, you don't have to do anything. Just get in that group. Come on, dude. You're so close. 1 second. Look at him. Oh, look at that gap. Someone's stretching their back up there. I think they're saying they're toast. Still here. Like, he's still not in the draft, folks. Everyone, there's Johan's on the back pedaling at 2 watts a kilo, and Alistair's like throwing himself against a brick wall here, trying to get back on. Oh, he's so close. He's so close. Don't let it drift on you, dude. Don't let it drift. I think you need to do one more huge attack. Oh, I think it's slipping. I think it's slipping. He is fried, folks. Alistair, all that work. What an effort. I love it. I absolutely love it. Folks, we're 12.9 kilometers into the race now. Remember, 26.6 kilometers in total. I think Alistair might be trying to recover here, bring his heart rate back down. Was 177.4 back into the 170, 171 range. Hard left coming up. This year too, the finishing chute is just down here from what I remember. I have seen Mompox City before. Yes, there is the finishing chute. So they'll be going through lap 2, starting lap 3 coming up now. That main group should change to lap 3 right away. I'm just going to bounce up to see that happen. Yep, they're on lap 3 now. And it has stretched out. Someone's gone off the front here. Wow. Greg's up front again with Torsten, Wouter, Joel Noguera, from, I'm positive Joel's from Quebec in Canada here. We've got 2 Canadians in this group. A lot of strong cyclists back on the east side of Canada. One super strong one here in Alberta in the bunker. He's the best cyclist in the 10x10 cube down in the basement in the bunker, hiding away from the frozen tundra right now. Folks, oh, it's getting lit up again. Johan's going now. Johan dropping close to 9 watts a kilo, chasing after Greg here. Take a look at these two. Do we have are these two working together here? They might be working on a little break together, folks. Torsten's going to try to come across with Joel Noguera. Wouter is there as well. Tim Moore there, looking good. Carlos Morata just back by a second. He's looking for some reinforcements now. He's got 2 riders coming up my shoulder. Rocket Roy leading the charge here, folks. Chima is there as well. Okay, folks. Will they all get back together? Again, they're just trying to smash people out the back end. Just pummel them into oblivion. We're going to have a little look back now, and you can see, okay, we're 3 seconds back. You know, these groups may not come back together now. It may not be possible. Paul Poodle, it's really stretched out. Let's go to our overhead here. You can see it stretching out now, folks. Singles, groups, you know, 1s and 2s, 3s and 4s, scattered, just, you know, go outside. You know, when you're in the kitchen, you drop a glass off the counter, one of those flimsy wine glasses, and it just instant shatters. That's what just happened. Remco hanging onto the tail here. Gianluca Gaspari's out the back. Florian Henkelman out the back too, folks. A lot of strong cyclists are just falling out the back here. So this is our total group of 22 here. Alistair, that last acceleration, like, really fell back. He worked like a beast, though, to get back on board. So props to that, Alistair. We caught it all, seeing all your efforts trying to get back up there. No one can say you didn't work hard today, dude. We're going to bounce up, see if these groups might come back together. Looks like Ruben's got himself with 2 riders trying to bridge up further ahead. So I'm pretty sure there's 1 group up front now. I'm looking up the road with Ruben and Erhan trying to bridge across, desperately trying to get it back on. They're coming, folks. Ruben's pushing close to 5 watts a kilo here. Trying to get back on board. I think he's going to make it back. Come on, dude. Come on, Ruben. Let's go, brother. Let's go. I am cheering for you. I talk with Ruben every day on Discord, folks, so I might be a little bit biased here. Just straight up, full disclosure. Full disclosure. They're back. Same with Erhan. Great job, guys. Erhan, I don't know from a hole in the ground, but I'm so happy he made it back too. Get on, boys. Get on. You need to get right in there. Get right in there. Right in. Get on some wheels. I think they're pushing hard up front again. They're going hard, folks. They are going hard. Let's have a little look back here. Yeah, see, the group is not really that tight of a bubble right now. Oof, this is tough, folks. This is tough. We're at 16 kilometers out of 26.6. There is a bit of a gap forming there. If someone lets a wheel go, it's going to really hurt for the guys further back. Let's see if everyone has made it back in here. Ruben's just angling. He is in the draft, though. Erhan did not make it. Erhan is now just off the back. Can he get back in? Martin Mikalski is in 14th place at the moment. 9 seconds back. With James, Elmar, Remco, they're all there, folks. Nice group of about 5 riders here. Let's take a further look back down the field. We got a little bit of time here before the action starts to kick off. Graham Gilbert. Graham Gilbert. I wonder if this is a relation to Alistair Gilbert. Possibly. Someone did comment one day on the YouTube live stream and said something about Alistair. And it seemed like it was a family member, so it might be that. Nice group here too. Vincente, Luis, Stephen Blackwell, Patrick, and looks like Stephen Elliott. Dean Lewis. 30 seconds up the road, we've got Team Poland here, folks. Look at this. Tomas, Michael, and Marcin. Rzyński, Zagancic, and Klosko. I know I'm not doing a good job, folks, but I'm trying my best. Bouncing up to Sean Lavelle, Steen. Oh, sorry about that. Sean is with Team Poland back here. Okay, then we're bouncing up to Andrew Street, another group here. Steen, Brusgard, Lone Wolf, and looks like Adrian with Ian Sotheby as well. Further up, we're up to Jens Bertram here with Chris Saka. So these two have kind of grouped up. I'm not sure if Chris has been falling back and Jens has caught him here. Alistair riding the lonely road ahead. Andrew, same gig. Very lonely out there, folks, when you're by yourself. Luca and Florian are teaming up here. They can take some turns rotating through. Jacques out the back with... so this is... I think this might be our second group on the road right now. Jacques, James, Martin, Paul Poodle, and Martin. Then 13 seconds up the road, here's our main group. And it looks like it's breaking up right now. We got 13 riders up there. That front is pushing hard again. Let's have a look back here. A couple of riders dangling off the back. Dangerously dangling off the back here, riders. Ooh, stressful, folks. Stressful. Okay. Wow. Everyone's here. Penelope's here. Hey, Penelope. Penelope, you need to get racing in the 3 watt per kilo league on Sundays or Mondays. Mondays. Chris Dark in the mix. Chris, you would do perfect here. Chris Dark saying, hey, Colin, great commentary. My wife has joined MyWhoosh, so hopefully you'll see her soon somewhere. Yes, we need lady hitters. Chris, there's 2 ladies in this race that I know of. I think one's Margaret Docking, and her second time, and there's another lady named Cassandra who I don't know yet. So Penelope's saying, what's the new live chat bar underneath the video? I can't seem to use it, though. Do you know what it is? Not sure. Maybe it means this chat. Never seen it before. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Oh, yes. Steven Cycle says another flight sim video coming soon. Let me jump back to this, folks. I can see action going off here, and I'm reading messages. Wow. Numbers going off, folks. Numbers going off here. Johan Moreno and Torsten at the front with Wouter. I haven't seen Wouter before here. So, could be a new rider, a new hitter coming on board. Rocket Roy coming back up. Hopefully Joel gets there. Yeah, Joel's there. Chima needs to get up here. Let's see. Chima and Carlos are in a pretty tight battle. I think Carlos is further back, though. They're only separated by, well, it's 200 and... Actually, it's not 200. It's 160 points, I believe. Yeah, 160 points. These guys are scoring like 290, 300 points at the very top, so they could flip-flop. We gotta watch this battle closely, folks. Looks like we're back together with a good group here. We got 9 riders. Just those constant accelerations. Let's hang out here and have a little look back. You can see the distance now. Wow. So they're 9 seconds back there. That's going to be Erhan, Michael, Marcus, and Ruben here. So Ruben finds himself in this group of 4 riders. Further 20 seconds back, we got Martin, Paul Poodle, Elmar, Jacques Ruzinik, James Ogilvie. Next group's about another 20 seconds back. 19.3 kilometers in. Just get ready for like the mother of all bombs to go off, folks. It's coming up soon. Mother of all bombs. Gadoosh, as I like to say. Let's get it, folks. Let's get it. Yeah, Penelope, I'm not sure which chat bar you were talking about. Makes me want to look at my Discord. Sorry, not my Discord. Yeah, everything looks good to me. I'm back in OBS right now. Full head, full effect. Gordon Ramsay, max headroom, coming right at you. Slightly better looking Gordon Ramsay. Just slightly. Slightly. Whiter teeth, maybe? Okay, anyways, folks, just kidding. Just joking around here. Get in the racing, folks. Get in the racing. This is fun stuff here. I love it. So I'm doing all of the OTR events. Oh, yeah, I was saying about that too. So, off the front, Gregor. This is Greg kicking again, showing off real Polish power here today, folks. Hey, just so you know, too, share some info with me, folks. A few years back, Greg here, the guy that's now dropping 8 watts per kilo, really putting the herd on the field, was UK... took part in the Masters category UK Hill Climb Championships. That's the stuff I know, folks. Johan's back. Johan marked him there. I got some stats for you here, folks. Got some stats for you. 2019 National Hill Climb British Masters Cycling Racing. Greg here. Greg Gorse. Silver medal. National Hill Climb. He even showed me the hill that he climbed. So share some information with me, folks. I'll try to use it. Gregor now finds himself off the back. For some reason, he just let them all race by him. Yeah, I think he was changing channels on Netflix there. He was trying to pick a new movie out to watch. Now finds himself in a little bit of hurt here, folks. We've got 7 riders up front. Solid 7. Johan just hanging out back here. And then Greg finds himself 1 second back. A little bit of sleep at the wheel there for 1 second. Was probably listening to my commentary, taking it all in, going, yes, dude. And then realized he was a second off the back. He's back, folks. Don't worry about it. He's good. Carlos trying to get back up there. This is Carlos needs to get up there, folks. Carlos, 3rd overall in the series. Greg, 4th overall in the series. They are only separated by 100 points, folks. 100 points. And to put that in context, Greg has been scoring. I'm going to use Greg for an example here. Let's have a quick look. 280, 240, 250, 260, 260. He can vault right over top of Carlos here. Greg finds himself in a pretty awesome position right now. Carlos is going to have to find a way to dig and get back on. Greg back in the mix here. Greg's going to have to be more attentive there. I mean, at this point now, well, it's hard to say because there is a 100-point gap. But I think if Carlos finished right behind Greg, they'd probably only be 20 points difference, Like, it would go from a 100-point deficit that Greg had to maybe an 80. He'd still be behind Carlos. Carlos has to hang strong, though. He has to stay close. If he's suffering at all, he may get passed by other riders. He's riding completely solo, so time trial all the way, dude. Time trial. I'm cheering for Carlos too, folks. I may talk about one rider a lot, but I'm cheering for every rider here. Awesome action. So good that Chris Dark's wife's going to be on board here soon. Here we go. Chima, Rocket Roy, Tim Moore, Torsten, Johan. I just want to have a little look back here. For some reason, I'm thinking, I kind of think we just passed a lapped rider there. Yeah, I think this rider has been lapped. I'm not even sure who that is at the moment. Because they're going to be further back on the leaderboard. It's kind of hard for me to figure that out without numbers or something like that. I have to scroll all the way down through it to figure out who that was. So I think someone's been lapped by the group. Man, these guys riding 3-4 watts a kilo, they can do this all day. They can do this all day long. These guys are like riding recovery right now. Joel, looking good, dude. Right in the middle there. Right in the middle. Torsten, yes. Recover, rest. Nice drafting here, folks. Very nice drafting. Gives us time. We've got 3.5 kilometers. I'm going to try to finish up some chat talk here. Let's see. Yep. So Ken saying 12 stages. Individual. Okay, the time. Oh, team time trial is a prologue. Yes. Stage 1. Individual time trial, folks. It's going to be a very diverse Tour de Monde this year. 6th annual running of it. Yep, Penelope's talking about the flight sim video. Hey, riders, just so you know, too, myself and Steven Cycles. Steven has raced in MyWhoosh. He's been involved in the OTR events. We worked together, and we put together a really cool flight sim video of the Col de Tourmalet and scenic sightseeing, I guess. I'm really trying to promote that video. It's a series we're working on together. We're going to look at all the cool climbs. I think I see some action at the front here, folks. Okay, no, we're doing okay. If you guys can go like that video and watch it, give it some likes to get it promoted up, because if it gets liked good, other flight sim people are going to start looking at it. And if the flight sim people start looking at it, it'll go off to the races. Flight sim people are deadly serious about their videos. They just watch them for hours. And trust me, it's something you can watch after this later on when you're relaxing on the couch. Ken saying, Colin, let me know if you want the profiles color-coded for grade. And yeah, Ken, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Let me know if you want the profiles. Oh, the profiles of the Tour de Monde. Yeah, that'd be great. Are you working on that, Ken? Oh, okay. That's what Ken's saying. Yeah, so Penelope, yeah, you probably closed your own chat window down for this race, I guess. And there's stuff going on, folks. Stuff going on. Johan is now pushing at the front. 2.2 kilometers to go. Johan says, I might go by myself. Now he just lets off. He's just trying to put the hurt on Wouter at the back here. Wouter's hanging strong, though. No problems. Greg's there, too. Torsten's there as well. Carlos Murata has slipped back. He was 4 seconds back, a further 12 seconds back now. Carlos just needs to hold his position. And hope that Greg doesn't finish right at the front. That could happen, folks. That could happen. So it looks like you get 300 points for a first place. And then, you know, looks like fifth place is about 220. They got an 80 point, they got a 100 point gap. So basically, if Greg wants to win this, to bounce onto the podium, he's got to hope Carlos stays back there, which I think will happen because the gap's growing. And out of these 8, Greg has to finish way, way, way up there. Way up there. 100 point difference. I'm trying to figure this out on the fly, folks. Yeah, they have a 100 point difference right now. I guess Greg would have to technically win it to vault past him. I think. Johan's just putting in little attacks, little attacks. Here goes Tim Moore. Chima. Is anyone going to go early? Is anyone going to go early, folks? There's some absolute powerhouse sprinters here. Some of the lighter weight riders may have to try to attack early and wear these sprinters out. Rocket Roy pushing to the front now. I'm kind of expecting something here. Let's go back to the chat quick. Yep, just that chat bar. Don't worry about that, folks. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully that sound at the beginning of the video wasn't too bad because I had my mic about 3 feet away from me. Pushing hard here, folks. Everyone's hanging really good here now. We got the solid group of 8. Carlos Murata. Ruben is with Marcus Lehman and Michael. Michael's got a wicked sprint, boys. Michael's got a wicked sprint. I would stretch him out if I could, if I were you guys. So that next group coming in, stretch him out because he can sprint. 3 appearances at Flaming Fast Racing. 3 second place finishes. He's right at the doorstep. He's ready to just kick that door right down and take a first place. It's coming soon. Nice tight group here. Everyone's together. Wow, 400 meters to go. No one's gone, folks. No one's gone. Just get ready for the numbers. Like, oh, there we go. I just said it. Wouter just lights it up with 15 watts a kilo. Here he is. Oh, I didn't like that. I don't like that. The graphics just dropped, folks. Sorry about that. Still coming to the finish here. Wouter's up front. Johan second place, kicking hard. What a sprint by Wouter. Still holding 12 watts a kilo. Here comes Tim Moore. Johan's going to be just caught on the finish line. I think 2 riders caught Johan right on the finish line. Greg finishes third. Interesting. I'm not sure if that'll get him on the podium, folks. What a finish. Carlos Murata coming to the finish now. That little glitch there in the graphics, usually that only happens when I'm jumping big distances, it seems. If I'm watching a front-end rider versus a back-end rider, it'll do that sometimes. Won't happen to you as you're riding. So 9th place, Carlos Murata. We'll have to see what kind of points he gets awarded for that. What kind of points do you get for 9th place in this? Greg might have done it, folks. Might have done it. Ruben's crossed the finish line in 12th position. Okay, folks, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to move my skull out of the way. Let's get this over here for you. Now you can see the actual leaderboard. Actually, we'll put me down here. I don't think we need the map that much, do we? We're going to go to that there. And get back to the race so I can watch these finishes here now. Jacques already finished. Paul Poodle's finished. So I've missed a few people finishing here, folks. Let's just back it up all the way. Alistair Alistair's not finished. Florian's ahead with Juan Luca. Has Paul Poodle. Paul Poodle's finished as well. 19th place for Paul Poodle. Where do I need to be? Juan Luca. So it's Juan Luca, Florian Henkelman coming in, lighting it up, 8 watts a kilo. I think Juan Luca's got this one. Florian's not pushing the big numbers yet, 5 watts a kilo. Juan Luca really wants this 20th place here. Florian will be coming in next, hot on his heels. Andrew Pennington as well. Andrew Pennington will get 22nd place. Alistair going for 23rd. Alistair, we all saw your effort. You deserve a pat on the back for that one, dude. You killed yourself trying to bridge that gap. I loved it. Epic workout today for Alistair here. So Alistair will be getting 23rd place. Jens Bertram. Okay, we got Jens back here. Adrian Osborne. Chris Saka. Chris is the other one that did that massive effort, and he managed to get back on. They're floating along at 2.5 to 3 watts a kilo, and he's pushing 5 watts per kilo plus for it seemed like a minute straight, trying to get back up there. And he did. Then one of those later sprints, just couldn't hang anymore. Just spent a little bit too much time by himself riding. Chris Saka here. Okay, so Andrew's done. Yeah. Alistair's just crossing the finish line now in 23rd. Awesome stuff. Chris Saka going for redemption here, taking off early. Andrew Street chasing. Chris Saka's going from a long ways out, folks. Probably started from 400 to 500 meters out, and here they come. Here they come, folks. Andrew Street's on his wheel. Can Chris hold him off? Can Chris kick again now? They're all coming past him now. Andrew Street, Jens Bertram, Ian Sotheby. Can he hang on? There they go, folks. Jens is at the front now. Actually, it's Andrew. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Let's see the finishing here. So that would have been Ian Sotheby, Jens Bertram, Adrian Osborne, Andrew Street, Chris Saka. Chris went a little bit too early there, and they just went after him. So that's 28th place. 29th, we're going to have Lone Wolf here, who we haven't seen a lot of. The name is very good today for this one. Lone Wolf from South Africa. 14 second back, we have Steen. Danish rider. Just going chill mode now. He's looking at the gap back to Sean here and thinking, yeah, I got this. So what we'll do is we'll let Lone Wolf finish. Great job. Steen's going to come in nicely. Looks like it's going to be 30th place, with Lone Wolf taking 29th. We're going to hang out with this group here for a while. Sean Lavelle up against Team Poland. One-man crew going against the Polish power here, folks. What can he do here? Look at this. These four have ridden together, I think, almost the entire route. So, really well-balanced riders. Does anyone know each other here? We're not sure, folks. Bouncing out again for just a quick second here. We still got 800 meters to go for those riders. Remco says, well, I'm pretty dead. I like that, pretty dead. Tim Moore, great job, dude. Great race, everyone. Remco says, achieved his goal of not getting dropped in the second lap. Yeah, nice job. Yeah, some of these crit races are really cool to see how long you can hang on with these Sunday Race Club riders, right? Like, I don't know how long I could even hang at all. I don't know if I'd make one lap. So, there's that. Okay, so yeah, we got 3 Polish riders here and Sean Lavelle representing the United Kingdom. Further back, Stephen Elliott. Left-hand corner coming up, folks. We better stick with them all the way. Actually, Marcin is off the front. Off the front now. 1 second lead. 4.5 watts a kilo. Going from a long ways out, though, folks. A long ways out. Let's get on Marcin here. We want to get on Marcin. Oh, here we go, folks. Let's see how they're coming. Oh my, Thomas goes right over his shoulder at 12 watts a kilo. Marcin's holding on. Michael's coming next. Can he hold on, folks? Look at this finish here. Michael just gets past him. Awesome effort by Marcin. Sean Lavelle coming in fourth here. Polish power was too strong for him today. Great job, Sean. Great job. You're out there by yourself representing. Okay, so that's 34th place finished. Next, we got another little battle coming up, folks. We're still 1.4 kilometers out. We got Vincente. We got Steve. We got Steven. We've got, I think it's Dean Lewis, Luis Ferreira, and I think there's a fifth rider there. Yeah, Vincente, Steven. Oh, Stephen. We got a Steven and we got a Steven. Okay, two different spellings, Blackwell and Elliott. I have seen Stephen Blackwell before. So we're going to have a five-up man sprint here, five-man up sprint, whatever you want to call it. Let's bounce back to the chat here. Okay, so inside scoop here, folks. OTR Virtual Events, James is saying, great racing again. Wouter is a top sprinter from RGT and Indy Velo. Inside scoop here, folks. This is what you get over at Inside Cycling World. Love it, folks. We need more racing. We need more racing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's ramp it up, folks. Christmas is coming up. You know you're going to be a glutton over Christmas and New Year's like I am. You better do all the workouts now when you get dragged around to family events. Some you don't want to go to. I'm the worst for it. Do I have to? We're going to have a fantastic meal and everyone's going to be there. And can I just stay home? Yeah, but Colin, there's no food at home. Well, that's okay. There's some crackers upstairs. What are you going to have for supper? Well, there's a few packs of those crackers. You know, you get like 3 in a pack or 2 in a pack for like soups when you go to a restaurant. And I think there's a pack of sugar, and I can put a little bit of peanut butter on them. Perfect. I'm set, folks. I'm set. I like to stay in the 10x10 cube and cover the racing. That's where I like to hang out. These riders are 400 meters from the finish. That banner up ahead, the orangey banner, indicates the hard left turn coming, folks. Get to know these courses. You're going to need to know them. They're already off, folks. Dean Lewis pushing with the other rider there, Stephen Blackwell. Let's go, dudes. 2 riders up front here. Stephen going hard now. Dean's getting over his shoulder. Dean's in first place here. Stephen Blackwell coming hard. Going to have a little look around. Looks like Dean has it. Steven's trying to hold on. Come on, dude. Let's go. Come on. Stephen Elliott comes over his shoulders. Come on, Stephen. Hold on. Hold on. He made it, folks. He made it. He held off Vincente right to the very finish. Luis Ferreira coming in 5th out of that group. Awesome riding there, folks. That's what I want you all to see, is that there's some spectacular racing further back. Let's just wind it back, folks. Wind it back. I watch this every week. I've been doing race videos. Okay. Inside Cycling World channel has been in existence since January of 2023. I've probably sat and watched 130, 140 bike races. Maybe it's even more. It's probably more than that. It's probably more like you know what? It's probably way higher than that, because I've got a handful of tutorial videos, Colin Goes Exploring videos, things like that. Group ride videos where I show this is how the group ride mechanic works, just things like that. So out of 230 videos, there might be 180 race videos. I see all these battles happen all the time, and I think we should watch those people too. I'm one of those people. So Patrick comes in next in 40th place. Margaret Docking coming in. Second turnout for Margaret here. Pretty sure she was the last week. So great job. Graham Gilbert. Someone was cheering on Graham. Who is that? So it looks like Ollie G is cheering on Graham. I don't know who Ollie G is. Okay, funny. So James says, yeah, I said it before. Wouter is a top sprinter from RGT and Indy Velo. And Johan says, and MyWhoosh also, with a rocket. Yeah, totally. He held that sprint so strong. And you know what's really cool? I love hearing from these guys. I love hearing from, let's hang out with Margaret. So Margaret's going to get 41st place. Graham is, looks like Graham is currently, Graham's a little ways back. We're going to hang with him. He's 3.3 to the finish. So it looks like we're going to have 42 finishers from what I can tell here. Jumping back there, Margaret's coming to the finish now. Hard left coming up. When I hear James from OTR tell me, and I hear Johan say he's a great sprinter, it's really cool knowing who the legitimate riders are. Who's legit? That guy is legit. Wouter is legit. I'm going to have to look him up later. I don't know. Guys, was that kind of like his first appearance here? That's kind of what I'm guessing, because I've never seen him in a race yet. I've only been around MyWhoosh short term. James, when did I do the first race? I came back from Mexico on November 3rd. I was doing commentary by the 5th, the Tuesday race. I think I did a flaming fast Tuesday race. And then I did the Friday race. And then I did the Monday race. And so on. And so on. And so on. And she'll tell two friends. And she'll tell two friends. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, that's a commercial. Graham Gilbert. We're going to chill with them. Let's hang in the chat for a little bit. See what everyone's got to say. Okay. Okay, so Ollie G is Alistair Gilbert. Okay. Hey, Alistair, nice job out there, dude. Awesome efforts. Trying to bridge your way back on. Oh, hang on a second here. It says that, maybe it meant that's my younger. Okay, I got to read this again. Alistair Gilbert. Graham is his younger brother. Okay, so Ollie G, are you related to George? Could you imagine? Ken brought that up earlier. And anyone else, James, was that Wouter's first kind of like turnout on MyWhoosh? I'd love to hear it was here in your event. That's what I'm hoping, folks. Great turnout, great chat here, folks. I think this is what most of us wants. I think people like this chat. And if you're ever watching this later and you're like, hey man, I went back to watch your video, Colin, because I love Inside Cycling World so much, and I'll watch the videos 10 times over. Please do. I couldn't find the chat. Okay, so you see this chat here that everyone's involved with? That's all interactive. You know what? I can chat here too. Look. There's me. Just hang on, guys. Hey, all. I always forget that I can chat. I'm not sure if you guys have any emotes that you guys can do. There's all sorts of different stuff you can do down here. I never really do it. Anyway, just explain it to you. This live chat. Okay, James is saying, I think he did maybe one before the last big update. Okay, so Wouter's coming back. So hopefully we get him to stick around and participate in more events. James, I think we need to release the next race series that's coming up, dude. Let's release the next race series. So, guys, let me just finish this one off with my comments here. That live chat you're seeing, when this video ends, you won't be able to see it. It disappears. It takes YouTube anywhere up to 24 hours to get that live chat all re-uploaded, so that if you wanted to watch again and see what was happening with the comments, why was Colin saying that at that point? Man, did he butcher that part? Those kinds of things. Just give it some time. I love going back through the live chat and checking things out there. Yeah, I've got all these emotes. I don't know if you guys got all the emotes too. I can add, engage with my audience. Start a Q&A. I can start a Q&A here. I can start a poll. Fascinating. So how is Graham doing? So Graham is Graham Alistair's younger brother? That's what I'm thinking here from that comment. Because it says, that me, Alistair Gilbert, Graham, my younger brother. I think that's what it's saying. Okay, Ken's got the emotes figured out. Awesome stuff. Okay, guys, so it's Friday afternoon for me. It's currently coming up on 12:53. Haven't been on the bike today. I'm not sure if I will. Graham, let's do this, dude. 1.3 kilometers to go. Getting through it. Love it. It is like a frozen tundra out there. So since last Thursday, we had one day where it warmed up to -6 Celsius. Right now, it's -12. That's the high for the day. Feels like -20. There is a wicked little wind out there right now. It's not that cold, but I think we got 3 more days of just grossness. -21, -22 at night. Daytime highs of -12, -13. Next week, 6, 7, 8 degrees every day of the week. So please melt the snow. Please melt the snow. I feel like I'm living in Cambridge Bay already. If you missed that part earlier on, I've got an interview request to go be a geologist up there. Please look on Google Maps and then beg me not to go. Tell me it would be the worst decision of my life. Because it looks barren, forlorn. I was watching some aerial drone footages of it. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Like, this is a real place. Polar bears walking around. It's not even on mainland Canada. It's on one of the Arctic islands that is part of Canada. They're looking for a resident geologist to represent, I guess, I don't know, is that their capital, Cambridge Bay? So it's a government job. Resident geologist meaning you need to live there. So I'm thinking, well, could I live there? Could I live there? Then I found out it takes 4 flights to get there. You got to fly from here to Edmonton, which I could drive. But from there, you got to fly from there to Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, on a smaller 737. It wouldn't be a big one. And from that, after that, you jump on a propeller plane, fly all the way across the real barren lands that Farley Mowat wrote about. Check out Farley Mowat. He's a cool Canadian author. You fly on a little propeller plane. Yes, dude. Emotes. I love it. Graham coming in next, folks. Hard left coming up. We stay to the end here, folks. Very rarely do I walk away. I don't leave anyone out there. This is how we do it. So yeah, you take a propeller plane from Yellowknife to some place called, I don't know what it was called, a word I can't pronounce. You got to land there too. Probably throw off some other weary souls. And then you take another flight to Cambridge Bay. The government job's there. Yeah, emotes. I love it. So I haven't responded back that I'm not interested, but you guys may make me. I may have to. Let's jump back into the chat quickly. Okay, folks, that's it. That ends up round 8 of Series 5 of the OTR Virtual Events Veterans Race Series. Awesome to be part of it. I think I was here for like 4 of them. I think when I started. Pretty sure. Awesome racing. I think everyone should jump on board here. Do some racing here as well. Don't just limit yourself to one little place. And also goes the other way too. Like, if you guys want, I got a code you can use, Colin1M. You can try it out on a different platform. If you just, maybe there's some certain climbs you want to try that aren't available here. Just, whatever, right? But right now, kind of all in on MyWhoosh. So anyways, folks, thanks for joining me today. I got to show you one last thing, and then you can get on with your day. So here is my outro scene.